Hi everyone, it's Suzanne here with another video tutorial on a paper box. This particular box, this sizing of a box was I was asked if I could hold a specific something that's going inside, and I can't say what it is in case that person is watching this video. So it was a gift from one of my friends to another one of my friends, and they asked if I could make a bunch of this. And the gift that that this is being presented to the person likes distressed and like steampunk stuff. So I thought this would be a fantastic box for the particular item. So I'm using typesets. And it's a very thin, unique paper. It's very thin. It's like newsprint. So yeah, I'm going to get started. Stop jibber jabbing, right? So I need a piece of cardstock, 7 1/4 by 8 1/4, and I'm going to score on the long side at 1 3/4, at 6. And at 7 3/4. Flip it round. On the short side, you're going to score at 1/4. Sorry, whoops. 1/4 of an inch. I just screwed up. That's okay, I'm gonna work through it. 2, 3 3/4, and 5 1/2. I'll show you how to fix a mistake like that. In case you've scored and you didn't want it to be scored, you can, on a squishy pad, you can kind of rub it out. So, and it's going to be covered with DSP anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. Just be conscious of it because the paper is now weak in that spot. So make sure you don't fold it. But little trick, there have been many days or many times when I'm making a project that I have scored on the wrong side. Just like today, I'm a little tired, so I think it's about 10:30 at night here. Okay, cutting. So obviously this is the side that we were going to put our sticky strip on. So this little rectangle here gets cut. And then basically, it doesn't matter how and where you do it, but I think, yeah, I think I made this the top, but because I've made a fufu, I'm going to make this one the top. So, or should I? Hang on, let's figure out. Actually, I'm going to make this one the top. It doesn't matter. You can choose however you want. All you have to do is imagine how it's going to close. And this is, if this is my top, these two are my flaps, and the opposite one is going to go missing. So this whole section here is gone. And then I made the flaps on the inside specific. Now, just don't screw up here. So this is the lid. So these two are the flaps. So I'm just going to trim on both sides. So you see how I did that? So the lid and then these side flaps. Okay. Oh, and to remove that little corner there, because I was too busy jibber-jabbing trying to figure out, hiding my mistake and all. And the bottom pieces just need to be, oops, scored or cut up. Sorry, little technical difficulty. Now I can't remember. Yep. I think I just folded them all in on themselves so that it's quite square. And this one, the opposite to the flap. So if this is the front flap, the opposite bottom, exact opposite is going to be, sorry, this one is going to be the last one down because that's going to be the front of the box. So if you wanted to, just to make things a little easier, you can wedge on either side of the tabs. That one is the front. I've made a couple of videos tonight, so I'm like, blah. Okay. Sticky strip required, and then we'll and seriously, it's a nice tiny little piece of cardstock, so I tried to not waste my cardstock, but I did have to use a full 8.5 by 11 sheet and then cut it down, so I have lots of little extra pieces running around. So I'm going to round, that wasn't very straight, was it? I'm going to round my corners with my Contraband non-Stampin' Up product. Okay, so I've already distressed this with, I think it was Sahara Sand, and you can just tell the difference. One is slightly, it's just got a little bit more character. So I wanted you to see that beforehand. And I'm just, these are all pre-stuck with snail. I just have a tendency to sort of really prep so that way I don't bore you to tears. And at this point, if you wanted to, oops, I was sewing a minute ago, you could put your brad in. Because sometimes it's easier than wrestling with a fully, you know, constructed box. I'm using the antique brad, and I actually really like this particular one. It's really cute. I like it. Okay, whoops. Now, I said that was going to be, so these are the flaps that go in. Right, that's how I did it. Okay, sorry, I can forget. I made 12 of these. So it's been a while. I put this project aside, and then I said, oh, I'm going to do a quick video on it. And because I made 12 of them, I felt completely adequate not to do not to go over my notes today. And normally I kind of go over then my notes and say, oh yeah, I remember how to do that, or what the heck was I talking about? And sometimes my writing is so terrible, and so is my math. Okay, so you see what I did there? So basically I just sort of fiddled with it. I want this one, so it's a nice solid piece of square that goes on the inside. Then the flaps can go over and this guy can get shut completely. So that's what I did that. And a note is to secure the box from the top, to make sure it's nice and square, and then take off your sticky strip. So, and I think on, I'll be honest, on the actual project itself, I put sticky on every last one of these little pieces. So this is what I don't like about sticky strip. Then I'm going to take my bone folder and just kind of squish in there. And there you go. I thought of doing like a little for you tag and stuff, but I just thought it was so cute on its own. I really, really liked it. It's very just rustic, and pretty much what's inside of this is I'm gonna knock my friend's shoes off. So hope you like this little project. Oh, did I give you the sizing of the DSP? It's 4 inches by 1.5, and the lid is 1.5 by 1.5. Sorry about that. As you can see, I did leave I just took my 1/2 inch circle punch and made a lip. This one I didn't, and it's no other reason than I forgot. Anyway, thanks so much for joining me. I hope you like this project. Please visit my blog, sunstampin.com, and see what I have for next Friday. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye.